Cheers, Muesli.
Cheers, Michael.
Right, so where are we now?
We're in a restaurant called Chom Kluen, or Kluen, which is just into the Kautakia area of Hua Hin, by the sea. The sea is right behind you over there. Very nice kind of garden restaurant, and we're here for lunch and having a chat.
This is the sort of place I really love, and I've never been here, but I've been to similar places. And it's unassuming, and it's a bit interesting, the service.
Well, they've got I think they've got a trainee on the cash register, so he's a bit slow, but it's
all good.
It's nice, lovely place, not expensive. It's got a view to die for there, a garden to die for, and you know, you can't go wrong.
We're talking on this video about meals and food, because I like food. I like food. You could probably tell.
And I think we're probably a bit different on this, quite a bit different. But
We wanted to share our experience as travellers, expats, and how it can be for expats here in Thailand, or for anybody coming to Thailand, because it's changed over the last 24 years as I've been coming to Thailand. But explain what food is for you then. What's the difference?
well, I was vegetarian before I came to Thailand. I came to Thailand 15 years ago, and before I came, I was been vegetarian since I left home when I was 18. And so I came to Thailand, and I'd heard that they have their own vegetarian festival here, which I thought I'll be okay, but I wasn't okay because everything is just spicy to the max for me, and I just can't cope with it. I was always I'm a wimp when it comes to curries, and I would always be the korma man at the back, and everybody would be laughing at me. So I can't really do spicy food.
I believe in karma. Oh, korma.
Chicken karma. Yeah, I've probably got a lot of chicken karma coming to me one day. Anyway, yeah, so I had a problem of not eating spicy food, and I grew up in the 60s at home, and it was kind of the supermarket time, processed food, so frozen food time, and I'm kind of like that. I've never really grown out of that. But after I left home, I went completely vegetarian, and I don't like to eat anything that smiles at me, So that was my problem, really.
So if I keep smiling, you're not going to eat me then?
Probably not, no.
So how did being vegetarian suit you?
Well, good really, all my life I think. Until I came here, because in the UK I was eating vegetable proteins and stuff, and corn and things like that. But here I couldn't get that. So after maybe about 7 or 8 years here, I started to get sick. Really, I got sick and I couldn't get strong again, and I got a vitamin B12 deficiency. So I I was laid in hospital one night in Nongtaburi, and I think I can't do this anymore. I've got to start getting some protein. I'm getting older, I need it. So I just dropped it overnight, and the buzzer's going. So we'll catch you in a minute.
No, we'll keep it going. We'll keep it going. You're going.
Okay.
So you're going to experience what we experience, and here comes the food. Here comes the food. This is how it works. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, there's my rice.
Yeah. What are they? That's mine.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, you want that? Yeah, thank you.
So we wanted you to see what we experience and how it works for us. So I've got my rice.
I've got ham fried rice,
And that's my dish. And that is a ton of food. How much is this? Mine's cost me, say, 250 baht.
Less than that. 225.
225 baht.
Yeah, about 250, including your water.
Including my water, which is about £6.
Yeah.
So, £6 with my water in this beautiful setting. It's less than a takeaway in most places that I've ever been to.
I'm just going to show you the setting.
Yeah, we've actually, on this occasion, doing this on 2 devices, and we're going to edit and produce it in such a way that allows you to see what we're looking at. And actually, the other thing that you need to know, guys, is that we're doing our first live. Thank you so much for subscribing. We can do a live. We've both been quite busy, actually. And Muesli going back to Bangkok in about 24 hours. When I first came to Thailand in 2001, and I was in northern Thailand, which is up jungle, really, up north. 7-Elevens were few and far between. And even 7-Eleven, which is a bit like going to the Spar shop in the UK. I don't know what you've got anywhere else in the world. Basics. You can get everything from a letter, a stamp, a pen, a piece of string, a pencil, you know, a scouring pad. You know, you can get all your basic
Vodka.
What's it like? What's it like? Yeah, and you get your basic food. 7-Eleven now is brilliant, but in the day it was basic. You know, you couldn't get any bread. You could get no sweets, crisps and stuff like that. No tea, coffee. Now you can get whatever you want. There's bakery in Thailand. There's milk in Thailand. There's dairy. There's cheese in Thailand. Well, things like that are very expensive, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. You pay for
Cheese
it.
is ridiculous.
You pay for it. You stick to basic Thai menus when you're eating for nothing, really. It's very, very cheap, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like 50 baht for a meal, which is what's that, like less than £1, you know, for a sizable meal. So you can live very, very cheaply here. And,
Bon appetit. Yeah. Yeah, we do live cheaply, and we live well.
Yeah, very.
How long is it since I've seen you?
Must be about two or 3 weeks, something like that. In Bangkok, weren't we?
Yeah, we're in Bangkok. Absolutely, yeah. So this is just the way we roll at the moment. So, what sort of food? Are any of you guys vegetarian? My sister used to be vegetarian. She was a great cook, and I used to love what she cooked. I don't think I got the patience to learn how to cook vegetarian. I was a single dad for a long time, and I used to cook my kids all sorts of
You
stuff.
used to cook your kids?
Cook my kids, yeah.
Is that legal?
And no, I used to make them all sorts of stuff. And I mean, that's Catherine Stephen. I mean, you know, well, they didn't start, let's put it that way. So I learned to be a cook, and my son now is a chef. And he can outcook me easily. But I eat anything and everything. And I like hot, I like my salads, I like fish, I like meat. I'm a bit like what it says in the Bible, that God gave us fish, fowl and flesh and everything.
What about insects?
And seeds. I have had insects in
Have you?
Thailand, yeah. It's not my go-to snack, but I've tried it because they do it, don't they? They call it crispy critters.
Yeah, and
Crispy
there's
critters.
silkworm cocoon, things like that, don't they?
Yeah, those again
not-
wouldn't be what I
not me.
really want.
No chance for me. I don't even eat seafood. I don't. My kind of ongoing. I eat a little bit of chicken, a little bit of pork, and I don't really want to eat it, but I eat it because I need some protein.
I've been waiting for someone to say that for a long time, because this is the punchline. I went on a seafood diet. Every time I see food, I eat it. Sorry about that. I had to get that one. No, you should do. You should beat them down. Yeah. So I'll tell you what, we're going to eat our food, and then we're going to come back and talk more about food. What do you think about that? Have you got anything else you want to say? You're quite happy.
No, not really, just apart from the spiciness. They give you these little bowls of, I think it's nam pla, which is fish sauce, with chilli floating in it, and it's kind of in every meal. Actually, condiment. You don't get salt and pepper on the table usually. You get a little bowl of this, which I don't know if I can show you. It's quite colourful actually. I do like it, but I don't eat it.
You nearly said, oh shit then.
I did. I think I probably did. I've lost my camera's gone off.
That's all right.
Sorry about
We're dead
that.
professional, you know. We want you to get to realise that we make it up as we go along. Normal service will be resumed, and we'll just
Right.
play the adverts.
Okay,
Oh, we're back.
There we go. Right, that's my fried rice, and this is the stuff I'm talking about. It's nam pla, which is fish sauce with little bits of chopped chilli floating in it. And now that'll put me in. If I had that, it'd put me in hospital. I think. Really. I just can't cope with the spice. So that's just me.
And I can't get enough of it. But it's good to be different.
Chalk and cheese.
Yeah,
Can't we?
good to be different, yeah. I'd eat chalk or cheese. See you later. So we're back now. Hi guys.
Hello. Very
So-
nice that.
Yeah, we're all fed up. Are you fed up?
I'm fed up to the back teeth.
I'm completely fed up. I'll tell you what, I had chicken.
How can you be fed up in Thailand? It's, you know, it's just brilliant here. I'm sorry.
So I had chicken and cashew nuts, and to be fair, I've gone onto Google Maps. I've pinged this place, and I'll be back. As Arnie says, I'll be back.
Yeah, it's great.
I'll be back.
Great.
So we're not going to talk about vegetarianism anymore.
No, that's had enough of that.
Yeah, we've had enough of that. Yeah, and you did have enough of that, didn't you?
I did have enough of it, yeah, and I'm much better for eating a bit of chicken and pork, even though I have to swallow it down.
I was saying that you know, everything in moderation. Really, that's my policy.
Yeah.
Do what you want. There's nothing right. There's nothing wrong. But whatever you do, you'll know if it works because of how you feel.
Yeah, that's right. I'm feeling good now.
I think the world is there. It's like a smorgasbord. You can have a bit of this, a bit of that. You know, spend smorgasbord.
I know it. Yeah, I get you.
He's taking the Michael. Yeah, you know, I think it's like that with people as well. You know, sometimes you want to be with this person, sometimes you want to be with that person, sometimes you want to, you know, different jobs and hobbies. Don't get stuck in a rut.
That's right. See,
Variety.
I think I'm seeing a bit too much of you, Mark.
What's going on today? Well, you're going back to Bangkok tomorrow. Yeah.
I'm only teasing.
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
Really.
In small doses. Most people say that. So, I mean, yeah, come to Thailand, and the main thing is that food's available everywhere, 24/7, isn't it? Thais just eat and eat and eat, don't we?
They do. It's the main occupation into eating, really.
And you don't disrespect food either.
Yeah.
You know, you don't disrespect food, you don't disrespect the Buddha, you don't disrespect the king, you don't disrespect the government or Thailand, and if you do, you keep it to yourself.
Yeah. I'm actually going to go back to vegetarianism here.
Oh.
Because I'm sorry.
No, good.
Thai eating style, generally, people go out in groups, family groups, and they'll all order something off the menu. And it's not their dish. It's just they're generally just ordering. They'll order one, the favourite, but they won't expect to eat it. So it's kind of more like a communal experience. All the dishes go on the table. The tables are all just packed full of all sorts of different dishes, and everybody's just diving into everybody else's really. And it's more like a buffet kind of style, which is really nice, unless you're vegetarian. And you're the only one, and you order a vegetarian meal, they bring it, and everybody else eats your food. That's what happened to me.
Right.
But that's the end of the vegetarianism.
Yeah. I think what I do like about it, I mean, being brought up in the 60s, my mum and dad used to make us come and sit at the table.
Yeah.
And, you know, they haven't got tables here, you know, unless, you know, you've got a European in the family. They sit on the floor, but they do eat together as a family.
Yeah, it's great. That's really
and they
nice.
pray together as a family.
Yeah.
And they play together and work together as a family. There's a definite family belonging, and I like that concept. And
yeah, me too.
I used to get Catherine Stephen to sit at the table, you know, and that's family time.
And it's really important, that.
Me too.
I mean, I haven't had kids, so I haven't had that experience of growing up with teenagers who don't want to be there, you know. So it's I've been lucky in that respect. But I think probably that happens a lot in the West now, that people are all living separate lives within the family somehow. They separate off into, and that's. I mean, I'm sure that happens here, but I think it's kind of much more family. The importance of the family is much more here, and the respect for the elders is very strong. So it's holding it together really here, I think.
I think also that kids are kids for longer here. They don't grow up so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, my kids, because I was like a single dad, palled out with all my mates, because I didn't go out and socialise. People came to me, and the children were in the house, so they got very confident around my friends.
Yeah.
So they've become quite well-adjusted adults, you know, because of that. But we also used to play a lot. You know, martial arts was my thing. They came to that. You know, I used to play, go swimming. They came swimming with me. You know, they were into roller skates and skateboards, Stephen particularly. So we all used to do that at the skateboard park in Colwyn Bay. But now, regrettably, I suppose it's just an evolution of society. Everybody's just living virtually through apps and mobile phones, aren't they? And computer games.
Yeah.
I mean, they're massive on that here, but I find the children here Well, you can hear children playing in the background here,
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
you?
the swimming pool just over there.
Yeah, there's a lot more ability for children to play, and when you go to schools as well here, they're teaching them also like how to sweep up in the morning and how to domestic skills. So it's just a completely different society. Is that what we came on to talk about?
No.
What did we come on to talk about?
I don't know. Really. You're trying to steer me away from vegetarianism, I think, aren't you?
Well,
Which is it's a good thing. You should do. I'm not. It's boring.
yeah. I'm looking forward to going back to the UK very soon because sometimes I just miss fish and chips.
Yeah.
Or that great British traditional meal, which is I was going to say the chicken tikka masala. And fried rice.
You see, you can get that stuff here. You shouldn't worry about coming here. There's loads of great meals, and there's a lot of Western food now. In pretty much everywhere you go, you can get vegetarian food, and you can always get vegetarian options. It's actually good if you are vegetarian coming here. I would advise you just learn a few phrases. Get a few Thai phrases for, not spicy, my pet, or. Just things that would help you, just some short phrases. Because if you do that, take a little bit of time to do it. Do that. Do that. Then they're on your side. As soon as you say just one or two words in Thai, you're kind of in, and they love it. So that's just a recommendation for me. If you're vegetarian,
you've got sentences and I've got odd words, but just with odd words like you want the toilet, Hong Nam, and Nam Plow for water, and Nam Kang for ice, and if you can just say a few things, they love it, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. It's worth spending a little bit of time on that. Make you feel better, makes them feel better, and the ice is broken kind of immediately into it, really.
I'm aware today, and you might hear in the background, apart from these children playing in the pool, which is wonderful, but there's thunder as well. Can you hear the thunder?
Yeah, we're into rainy season now, aren't we? It's coming on.
Yeah.
So heavy thunderstorms in the afternoon, about 4 or 5 o'clock. You can sometimes set your watch by it, once it gets into the swing of it. And I love it. I'm out in it. And,
this particular weekend also, a lot of places are closed down because it's Buddha Day.
Right.
A lot of bars will be closed. A lot of the official buildings will be closed. They honour Buddha days, they honour King's days, they honour King's Mother's days. Probably within the calendar there's probably 17, 18, 20.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of holidays, which are for specific occasions that, we have bank holidays, don't we, in the UK. Wherever you're watching this, you'll have your celebration days, Thanksgiving or Christmas, New Year, whatever. But in Thailand, pretty much every month there's an event, isn't there?
There is, yeah.
And the other thing that's happening at the moment, but it happens more in northern Thailand than here, it's what they call bonfire.
Now that is amazing. That is totally amazing. You need to Google that. This is the Thai Thai rocket festivals, and we'll put a link in the bottom. It's just unbelievable what goes on in the villages up in the northeast, particularly. They make their own rockets and fireworks. And they're kind of gambling on how high the rocket they can fire a rocket in the sky. These are homemade rockets made out of plumbing pipe, plastic PVC piping. Some of them, like that diameter on the back of a truck. I mean, they're
like Exocet missiles.
They are. They're unbelievable. And there's music going on up there and dancing around the village. It's just an amazing place.
They construct these massive bamboo scaffoldings, and then they lean these rockets up and then they set them off, and absolutely no health and safety whatsoever.
No, not. The circular ones, amazing. They make these huge Catherine wheels, probably about 10-foot diameter.
Like UFOs?
Yeah, and they're unbelievable. And they set them all going, and they start slowly going, and there's a crowd of guys all around it. And, it gets to a certain point, and they just run for their lives, because this thing's going off, and it goes like that, and it straight up. And they go for miles, don't they? They're absolutely amazing.
They do. What I didn't realise, and I did because I've seen this several times, is that when it expires at the end, there's a parachute.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Because it's a massive. You think, whose house is that going to land on? Car or person's head. It comes down with a parachute.
And these are simple, like farming people probably who are building these things, and it's just fabulous. It really is.
The other thing that they have is they have like 10 baht rockets and 1 baht rockets, And you could probably buy some of these miniature ones. They're literally, those are my glasses, but the cane, the stick will be that big, and a little rocket on the top,
Right.
and they set them off in a hand. When it hits the blue touch paper, they let it go and it goes up. Hopefully, seen a few of these guys with the fingers missing. I'm sure it's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. But I mean, a great element of fun. They take it very seriously because the villages compete who's got the best rocket, who's got the rocket that goes the highest.
Yeah, that's right.
And all this sort of thing.
They're trying to get the rain as well. There's some part of a rain charm.
They
trying to bring rain.
Yeah, the fireworks are like flowers in the sky, petals in the sky. It's to celebrate the sky.
Yeah.
There's always a reason, and it's beautiful. I mean, I remember going to one in Udon I wouldn't be exaggerating. There must have been 5,000 people there.
Yeah.
And these things were going off all over the place, and it was, you really wanted a hard hat and a high vis jacket because it was so dangerous, but so exciting. To be honest with you, I've not been to one of those for about 10 or 12 years.
Yeah, absolutely
but
great.
It is actually at the moment. May is the season for it, as you say, in northeast Thailand, isn't it?
Yeah.
In fact, we are in Thailand. When you go up the northern quarter, that is called Isan, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
That's
Very
called
distinctive people, aren't they? Really?
Different food,
Yeah.
different culture, different traditions. You get the ringneck tribes up there,
Right. Oh yeah, that's right.
what they call the Aka tribes,
Yeah.
and
Karen people. And,
the hill people, and those are really the indigenous people of the original Thailand, and it's close to the Lao border. And most of the people up there speak a sort of a dialect that's sort of like Thai and Lao. Isan language. It's rather like going up north in Scotland. The Scottish people wouldn't call themselves English. It's Britain.
That's right. Yeah.
So Thailand is actually where we are, and what we're eating, even the food we ate today, would be considered Bangkok food. It's not Thai food.
Yeah.
It's Bangkok food.
Yeah.
Almost like tourist food, even though the locals eat it and cook it. But Isan food, no sugar, very little coconut milk. It's like medicine food, really.
Right.
They eat to make themselves feel good in terms of food for health, rather than food for comfort.
Right. Yeah.
The locals seem to know what to pick off a tree, and it's rather like the old medicine doctors. Like if you've got a nettle, there's always a dock leaf near to it.
Yeah.
Because you get stung by the nettle, and the dock leaf's got what you need to take the sting out of the nettle.
Right.
So here, in the gardens, they grow things that they know is good for their digestion, good for the skin, good for their their immune system, good for energy. It's quite interesting, the food.
Yeah, it is.
And the other element, and maybe we shouldn't talk about it, but it's not taboo in Thailand, is even the farmers on my land, on my organic farm, they have kratom. Kratom is like a psychedelic leaf that they chew as a natural painkiller.
Right.
And there's a lot of ganja and marijuana grown in Thailand as well, which actually at one time when I first came to Thailand, it was like no guns, no drugs, but they've legalised cannabis now, haven't they? Marijuana. And quite often they'll sprinkle cannabis in omelettes.
Right. I hope they don't do it in mine. I don't touch it at all.
No. Well, it's not for me, but it's an interesting concept.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why that is, but it's a personal thing. I don't know why, and it is. It's a natural plant. So
it's like mushrooms, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, you can get magic mushrooms. You know what I mean? But there's also healing mushrooms, and everything's there on the earth for a purpose.
Yeah, it must be.
Everything's there for a purpose. Yeah. Well, listen, shall we close this and come back again? And we're going to do some lives, aren't we?
Yes, we're going to try and do a remote link up. So we'll be in different places, but we'll try and bring the two videos together, and so that you won't notice any difference.
And thank you for being amused by our ramblings.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, because we do appreciate you. And anything that we've said about vegetarianism or healthy plants and mushrooms or whatever, put your comments, because we want to know what you think. Don't just listen to us.
Yeah, it would be great
stuff.
if you just, if you've got anything to say, please say it, because we'd love to know, and we'll respond and try and get a little bit of a community going. It'd be great.
Can you hear? Whoa.
Yeah.
There's the
There's a
thunder.
big crack of
Might
thunder.
be time to go indoors.
I think that's a good idea.
See you guys.
Bye bye.